and welcome back to Leonard Creek Farm. But I'm thankful for it. I thank the Lord for it. I thank the Lord for us being able to have the animals that we have. And alrighty, guys, I wasn't gonna film today because I wasn't gonna really do anything big, but I have decided that I'm gonna go on to the other side of our barn here and take a few things down. Me and Andy had discussed it, and I think we're gonna make this side for the rabbits. Since we've got the new hutch and things like that. And so this side needs cleaned out. We've got hay that I've just kind of pushed to the side, old hay, and we've got some stuff in there that doesn't need to be in there. We've also got stuff screwed to the fence that splits the barn in half here, and we screwed that up because when Cole was a puppy, he was finding every which way to get out. We did have him on this side, and he was finding every which way to get out. And so we don't need that anymore. So I'm going to hopefully, Andy's working on something. I'm going to hopefully take that stuff down and get this area cleaned out real good. Obviously, we can use the boards and stuff for other things. We've also got two hay feeders that we had for the little one was for the goats. But then the big one was for the horses, and obviously we don't need that anymore, so I might take that down. This will probably be a couple day project, but I want to go ahead first probably and just get in there and clean everything out. Rover's in there right now, and so we're going to have to work around him. But anywho, so that's what we're doing today, good Lord willing. So let's get started on some stuff and get in here and start cleaning. We got to remove a lot of hay, so that's going to be probably the biggest thing is going ahead and getting that hay out. Lakin's gonna bring the wheelbarrow in for us. You're gonna have to maneuver around. So you're gonna bring the wheelbarrow in for us. We're gonna put the old hay in this wheelbarrow. So let's get that started. All right, y'all. So this is what we're working with. As you can see, we tried to patch every spot and everything so that Cole couldn't get over it. We've also got this old rabbit hay pile that I've just piled up that I knew we could use for compost or whatever. We got a bucket. We got this thing. This is the other side. Let me see if I can back up. So we got a mess. This right here Andy put up to keep Koa out. And I'd like to take that down because used to you didn't have to duck to get through the gate. And so we've just got a lot of work ahead of us. So let's get started. I had some trash in here that needs taken out. Up here. I think this was a door of some sort, and we've used it for a little bit of everything. In the wintertime, though, I had this laying underneath of Rover's cage to kind of keep him off the cold ground. So anyways, we're going to take it out. Already looking a little bit better. Alright, I've got the drill. There's some boards and stuff that I want to remove here that we had put in when our baby Bob was real little, because this used to be the goat barn. We would put our babies on this side, or ones that we needed to keep away, quarantine, or just that they were little. And that little turkey used to get behind here and figure out ways to get out, and this was one of the ways that she figured out how to get out. And so we had to put a bunch of boards and a bunch of pieces to keep her in. And so we're gonna go ahead and try to remove as much as those pieces as we can today to get this cleaned up a bit. So here we go. All right, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, this used to be a feeder that hung up. This was cabinet pieces. We've got these. She was really an escape artist, and so we really had to put quite a bit up. And then Koa, like I said, he was an escape artist, and so we had to do all kinds of things to keep them from getting out. So we need to go ahead and take all of this off, unfortunately. Oh, that's not good. That screw broke off. The tip of it. I don't even know how that... I was hot. I don't even know how that happened. There we go. That must have broke off while he was putting it in. Cause that ain't possible. Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. Well. Well, we got quite a few screws to remove. I doubt y'all want to sit and watch me remove all these, so let's get busy and we'll get back to you. Well, about 20 minutes later and a pile of screws and more to remove, I got this detached from here, so we're going to go ahead and throw this over the fence. That was more work than what I thought it was going to be, but at least we got a pile of screws we can use. Wowie. Alright. Let's take the drill and go ahead and remove this stuff off the door here. And maybe move that top board off of here. That way we can get in here more easily and get this stuff out of here more easily. So let's work on that next. That wasn't wanting to come out. Let's see. More and more and more screws. This is why we're out of screws all the time. Andy uses about 6 million every time we build something. Good thing they're reusable. There we go. The London Bridge fell down. Or the rabbit door is better off. Oh boy, let's pick up these screws. We gotta get a bowl for our screws. That way we ain't losing them. I'm gonna take this out of here. Progress is being made. Alright, I got all the boards off this door, and so now we need to do, let's see if I move you. I need to get this out. I gotta switch my thing. So let's go ahead and switch our thing and we'll get this board removed. This will make it a lot easier getting in and out instead of having to duck. Let's go ahead and move that grease. We don't need that anyways. Alright, let's see if we can get it removed. Got that one out. What a screw. Ooh, buddy. It's about fell on us. Should have had better hands on that. Alright, let's get this bad boy out of here. Oh. Y'all, I'm making a mess on the other side. I got a mess to clean up, but usually starts with a mess. Then you move the mess to another place, and then you put everything where it's supposed to go, right? That's what I'm telling myself. But it's already looking better, so just go ahead and continue to remove this stuff off the thing here. That way it looks a little bit nicer, and obviously we don't need it anymore to be like this. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this cleaned up. We'll go ahead and work on this side because I see some screws we can get on this side, and then we'll go back on the other side. Probably need to move Cola's water bowl. That way stuff don't get in it and I don't end up in it. Because I'm clumsy to begin with. See, I told you I was clumsy. Go ahead and move that thing. He's got wire on the inside and the outside, which we were just cobbling something up. That way we could make sure he stayed in here. So, it looks horrible, but we're going to fix that. We'll get back when we have removed some other stuff. Y'all probably don't want to see me remove every single screw, so we'll be back. Alright, y'all. I just got a few more screws maybe and some hay strings to cut off and maybe some wire to cut off, and then we'll finally get this cleared. It already feels like big and open in here, so I'm super excited about that. Look at the mess right here. The piled up mess. But we're making progress. I'm proud of it. And I think this will make a great rabbit area. This area here. I think it's going to do great. So, let's finish this up. Alright, the stuff that's left on here, that big piece down here and these pieces, we just got to cut some wire and some hay string. And, y'all, don't this look just so much better, so much open, so much more open. And once I get all the junk out of here and the wood and this pile cleaned up, it'll look so much better in here. I mean, it just, I don't know, just, there's even more light in here. Anyways, we'll go ahead and cut this off, and then we'll be ready to go on this little fence here. Looks so good. What a mess. What a mess. Alright. That's better than nothing. Making progress. I'm going to take Andy his scissors. Well, here's our wire cutters. I believe the dog got a hold of them. If he gets a hold of it, it is ruined. Which, they still cut. But, his mission is to chew on everything. He's still in that puppy chew phase, unfortunately. Let's get these wires cut. Woo! I never got that cut. Pull this through. Come on, Mark. Let go. Trash. Pole wire. I'll probably just leave all these extra pieces of paneling he's put here because I honestly don't feel like taking them off. And although they're not very pretty cosmetically, it's not really necessary to take them off. So, I don't know. Might just leave them on. But I do want to take this wood piece off if I can, because it is not necessary. I don't know if that got it or not. We're probably not going to be able to take it off because he's put wire over top of it. Yeah. Probably going to have to take this wire off. I just don't like the way that looks. So, it is what it is. I'll get back with you when I get this removed. Daggone it. It's not going to be as easy as I thought. You know what, y'all? I just got to cutting on this, and then I realized why he did that. Because when the goats were in here, we cut a big hole here. And so he's covered this with wire, and then I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I've just cut all that. So that's an unfortunate mistake. I'm just going to pretend like I didn't do that. I'm just going to leave everything here. So, daggone it. Sometimes you got to look before you start cutting. It should be alright. This day, it's okay. It's alright. Alright. Well, y'all, this is the fence here. It splits it. We've been working hard together. We're getting it removed. Now I need to get in here and clean the inside of it out. There's wood and stuff in there. I'm going to scrape the ground for Rover. That way I can move him on this end and get all this old hay and stuff cleaned up that was smushed behind all them bars and stuff we had to remove. So let's get that cleaned up, and then we can move him down here and we can get him out of the way here because I'm tripping over him while I'm working in there. So let's get that done. And it's funny because I was just thinking about this building here and what it used to be. It's been a lot of things for this farm. When they first moved here, this was just like a storage shed, and there wasn't hardly anything in it. And then they decided to get cows, and that was when Lakin was really little. She was probably 2 or 3, and they raised calves here, and there used to be chickens in here. And then about 5-ish years ago, we got horses, and we had horses in here. We had our Miss Hannah, which you've probably seen in videos, but we've had Hannah here, and BB here, who was another horse we had, and our very first horse that we brought to this farm, his name was Leroy. And so this was his home for a few months before we got BB, and so we've had just all kinds of animals. Actually, I take that back. We didn't have Hannah in here. She never got to be in here because we had built the shed out there, but this has just been all kinds of things. This has held calves and chickens and horses and goats, and now it's where the dog stays, and the rabbits will be in here, and of course that's where Rover stays. He stays on this side, so we've really gotten a lot of use out of this barn. I was scratching the ground there and picking up all kinds of old hay and got to thinking, how many animals have we had in here that eat hay? And probably, well, there's years worth of hay probably smushed into the ground here. This used to be all gravel throughout here, and now it's little bits and pieces of gravel and a lot of old dried manure and old hay, but I was just being sentimental for a moment and thinking about all the animals that's used this little building here, and it's kind of neat that now we're turning it into something else again. So we've gotten all kinds of uses out of this just little barn, but I'm thankful for it. I thank the Lord for it. I thank the Lord for us being able to have the animals that we have, and us being able to provide for the animals we have. I mean, it's not cheap having animals, and this is something we always wanted. This is what we wanted to do, and I thank the Lord. I thank God for us being able to do it. I appreciate it. So thank you, Lord. This is what I'm talking about being buried in the ground. This is a big long rope. It's way deep down in there. I'm not going to be able to pull it. I'm going to have to cut it. Let's go ahead and get us a shovel and throw this over. That way we can get this good and even and flat. And then we'll put our Mr. Rover down here somewhere. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You're standing right where I need to be. Come on. Out of the way. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on. This looks so much better. I'm going to go ahead and get this last little bit out here and cut this rope that's sticking out of the ground, and then we can use Mr. Rover over here. Coa's done checking it out. He's smelling all kinds of new smells, I'd say. So, gonna get this cleaned up and get Rover moved over. Now we gotta clean this other side. So, I'll go ahead and, actually, I'm gonna get these boards out of here first. And then we'll go ahead and rake this. There's a bucket over here too we need to remove. So, let's go ahead and get that moved. I believe Koa thinks that I'm cleaning it out for him. He thinks this is going to be his spot. No, Koa. We're digging. No. No. Oh, buddy. All right. Now we can rake it. Looks good and clean in here. Koa, you're in the way, bud. Yeah. Yep. You are. He's just excited about all the new smells, I believe. I feel like I'm just moving one mess to the other side and making another mess. But it is what it is. Here's some screws I dropped. Alrighty. We got it cleaned out. So besides a Koa, and let me see if I can turn around and show you, and a Rover right there, Lovey's heart. I think I've decided I'm just gonna leave the hay feeders in case we maybe need them in the future. Now when we start maybe putting cages in here, we might take them down, but I think that'll be a later project. But it looks really good in here. I'm proud of it. Floor looks good and clean. Let me show you on this side. Looks good and clean both ways. It's definitely more open in here, but now, y'all, look at my mess. I got a hay wheelbarrow full, and then I just started throwing stuff on the ground because it was full, and so I didn't have any other choice but to either go dump it and then fill it up again, or just fill it up and then fill it up again after I go dump it, or I might be able to just rake it out the door out there. But anyways, proud of it. Took maybe an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, I don't know, to get this part cleaned. So now we got to clean up our cleaning of this part. We got to clean the other side. So, but looks good. So let's get to work on this other side, and let's get Koa out of here because he's trying to dig holes, and we don't need that. So here we go. All right, y'all, I'll let you all have a quick charging time while I come in here and got all the wood and the trash and stuff cleaned up. And now I'll bring y'all in here and we'll get this floor cleaned up, and then we'll be ready to go. So we just got that little pile there to clean up. See? Looks so nice. Clean in here. Feels like a brand new place. Koa likes it too. You like it, bud? He's like, yes, ma'am. So we'll get this old hay cleaned up and rock and stuff. I think I'm just gonna take it out here. It's not really necessary hauling it off somewhere else. We've got piles of old hay and stuff out here that we use for compost. And so I'll just take it out, clean this floor up, and then we'll be good to go. This has got gravel in it from that area back there, so it's a little bit heavier, a little bit harder to get on than just old hay. Actually, I think it's mostly gravel. And yes, I'm gonna wash my hands after this, just in case you were wondering. He's wanting to hang out. Even though it's dusty, I think he's a little hot, and it's obviously shade in here. I'm gonna get the big shovel and scoop that up, and then we'll be done. Good boy. Last shovel load. Alright, y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us here at Lantern Creek Farm. We got her done. Took a little bit of time, but we got her done. It looks a lot better in here, and of course, it'll make it a lot easier when we go to move the rabbits in here. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. And Andy said that he worked his butt off, but really he was sitting in the shade in a chair, so don't let him lie. But anyways, it'll make it a lot easier when we get to move the rabbits in here. And so I thank the Lord for this shelter. And I hope y'all will join us back next time. And like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We'll see you later. Bye.